Hello YouTubers, Troz here, and I'm back with some more Kerbal Space Program Beta 0.9. And, yeah, we completed 4 missions last time, but haven't been able to upgrade any of the buildings yet, which I want to focus on this time. So we do have 37 science here, and about 35,000 funds, and reputation. Not really sure how much that is. We completed the real parachute test last time and the solid fuel booster test. So we have 37 science, so let's unlock some things. Well, this is 15, and this is 20 for 35, so I think... Oh, this is going to give us struts, though. For now, I think either or both of these... This will give us bigger solid fuel boosters, but these are pretty heavy. And right now we have a kind of a limit on how much mass we can launch. But I'm gonna go and research these. And before we take another contract here at the Mission Control Center, I'm gonna go to the administration building. It's not something I've really used before. So there's various strategies here that you can convert one of your resources into another. And I kind of like to maximize funds and science. This takes 5% of our reputation gains. And gives us a little over 7 funds for every 1 reputation. I'm not sure if that's taken or gained overall. And apparently it costs us 49 reputation to set up. This will take 5% of reputation gains and give us 1 science. I don't think I need this. This will give us reputation for funds. That's the opposite of what I want to do. This will give us science for funds, but funds is the most important thing, with science being secondary. This will lower our reputation for each launch, but make the cost less. This will add 10% to the launch cost and only give a 5% recovery factor. I don't think that's good anyway, because you always, well, most of the time, if you're staging your rocket, you are recovering a much smaller rocket, so to have the recovery be less than the launch percentage don't think will help at all. That one needs science, so does this one. I think I'll go with fundraising campaign. And apparently I don't have 288 reputation, so, and we can only support one strategy at the time, but let's go with that. Oh, so you can already see, we'll get an extra 7 funds, and we will take 1 less reputation. I wish I knew where these were. Test a solid fuel booster landed at Kerbal. I mean, this isn't going to get me anything. The money's not worth it. Just the cost of the ship is going to not be worth it. Same for this one. Although this will give 2 science, but I have much better ways of getting 2 science. 14 science, though. 14 science isn't bad. Orbiting. Test Sepratron on a sub-orbital trajectory. I'm going to take this. We have to get above 80 and below 90. I think we can do that. And I think we can do a stability enhancer at the same time. Now this doesn't pay well, but the science is worth it, I think. Orbit Kerbal. Probably want to do that soon. Maybe after we have that. Actually, that would get us a lot of funds. radial decoupler is also a very nice amount of funds. But I already have 2, so we'll come back. Close. Right click. Takes 52,000 funds to upgrade that. Takes 32 to upgrade mission control. I think I want to do this first so we can have more active contracts, which means hopefully it'll be easier to achieve them. And then I think the launch pad, because it will increase the max weight, is really what I ran into already once. Ooh. Astronaut complex would be nice as well. EVAs would help our science. Oh, so much to do. Alright. Let us quickly build a ship here. On straight. So I'm hoping to take this little ship and test the sepratrons. So we're gonna obviously need sepratrons. We'll put a pair on here. Let's adjust the staging. This engine will go here. Sepratrons will come down here. But we need to get, well, sub-orbital out of the atmosphere. I'm hoping this is light enough that this will get us where we need to go. But we're already at 2/3 our weight limit. To be down here in its own stage. Oh wow, those count towards mass? Well, we only need one of them. And in fact, I'm going to stick it on here. That's a little too low. That looks good. How? And now it's not counting towards the weight limit. Oh, maybe it was the height? Maybe it was the height. Okay. I hope, I hope that this is good. That this will give us a big boost to get us up to at least 20,000, and then this engine should be able to take us at least above 80. Call it Beta 5. That is a 5. It looks like a lowercase letter or something. But save it. We will put our pilot in, and we're gonna go for launch. Just double check the staging. Good thing I double checked the staging. And let's turn on SAS. Let's keep that up for now. Once it's clear we're going to get out of the atmosphere, I'll flip to here. Although we're going to get one of these right away. So let's launch in 3, 2, 1. There we go. I might have underestimated the efficiency of this solid booster. I guess I'm used to the NASA ones. I'm gonna throttle up. Alright, staging. We're doing pretty good. We should last about 100 seconds on this engine. And while we did slow down, looks like we're going back up. We should start our... Well, we don't actually need a gravity turn. Looks like the sun is just about setting. And we're continuing to go up. All we need to do is get above 80. We don't have any speed restrictions or anything like that. I'm mainly heading back this way so we land in a different area. I'm not sure. You know what? Did we, I don't think we got a crew report from the water. Maybe I should head back this way. Keep switching up my mind. We are doing well enough that I can just totally turn over at this point. And I am going to save fuel. In just a few seconds, we'll be able to run the sepratrons. let's do that now. And it looks like we're going to go decently far out into the water. Probably actually don't want to go that far out. How much time? Doesn't even give us time to apoapse. I'm gonna run the throttle a little bit and have this come back a little closer so we get a bit more recovery funds. Just to about where my cursor is, even with the back of these islands. Something like that. Shut down the engine. So, can we get a crew report? And, well, we can, but doesn't really do anything for us. And should have threw some goo canisters on here. Had some extra fuel. We obviously had the power. Oh well. Next time. And well, you know what? It looks like we're not going to land in the water, because that's just going to come back around. I'm just going to turn off SAS. We'll land somewhere in the plains here. Alright, we are getting some re-entry heat. Some mock effects. But we are slowing down. About 5,000. I will pop the parachutes. Alrighty. Should slow us more. So coming down over 100 meters per second, but it's slowing down. Parachutes open. There we go. And I am just gonna physical warp a little bit here. There's the sun. So our shadow should be in this direction, and in fact, there it is. Actually coming down at a decent speed. And let's go back to 1x. Alright, nothing exploded. Can we roll over here? Yes. Crew report from the grasslands. Okay, well, no real science. It's an experiment. Can't get an EVA report, I don't think. Let's just recover the vessel. But we have 25 science. We gathered a little from the suborbital flight. We got funds back for the parts we recovered. And Elson got 1 XP. As well, we got 8 science from the Sepratron test. And 14 science from the Launch Stability Enhancer test. And we're up to 52,000, almost 53,000 funds. So that worked out. Alright. You weren't... So, this is to test the LV-909, which is the engine we just used. This is to test a T-45 engine in orbit. Real decoupler, sub-orbit. And it gives us pretty good funds. We can do suborbital. Let's accept that. And let's accept this contract. All right. What did we... Could upgrade this now, but that would leave us with very little funds. I want to get this mission done, and then we can do upgrades, assuming it's successful. LV-909, we got one of those, but we need to be up at this height. We don't need much fuel for the test, but we do need a LV-909. Let's get some science done. And put 2 of these on for balance. And we... You know what? Let's do 3. We'll do 1 low atmosphere, maybe even low atmosphere. That'll be better than on the ground. 1 high atmosphere and 1 in space. Then we need decoupler there. We will take a fuel tank and another LV909. And one of these big solid boosters. Now we'll probably use up all this fuel just getting up to the correct height because we're a lot heavier now, so we won't get as much velocity initially. But alright, we can do sub-orbital and then radial decouplers. That are these radial decouplers. No, we want you down here. So we will launch, then use this engine to get to height. Once we're at over 80, we'll eject these, finishing this. Then we'll stage again, testing the LV909 engine, as long as we're below 90. And then we'll come back down. And we'll do some science on the way. You are Beta 6. And hopefully that will earn us enough so that we can upgrade the launch pad, I think we'll do first. But then we won't be limited to the 18 tons we currently are. So this will be a bit tighter on our fuel because of our weight, I think. How much? Oh, we're only about a ton heavier, I think. But maybe a ton and a half. Let's go for launch. Alright. Turn on SAS. We still have... I guess maybe we need to level them up one. But it's getting towards evening here on the first day. Let's throttle up. Both of these are once we're near orbit. I would like to watch this beforehand. So let's... Oh, I don't even have a launch stability enhancer, but that's okay. That just makes the ship cheaper. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Alright, we are over 2 kilometers up now, and we're approaching 200 meters per second. And we're over 200 meters per second, and we're just about 5,000 meters. Alright, we have staged. Slowing significantly. We're back under 200, where last time we didn't go that low. In fact, we're going to stop about 165 or so. Maybe 160. But we have picked up some altitude. I'm just going to lean over a little bit. So do you want to land in the water this time? Hopefully we'll get some different EVA report here. Oh, I wanted to get some goo while flying. And we'll just keep the data. Try another one about 40, and then one after we've done all our other tests. I think 40 will be a different flying high, I hope. Otherwise, I will just do it once we're in the water. I think that looks good. We just need to get our altitude. We're actually quickly running out of fuel. I'm not sure we're going to get out of the atmosphere, actually. We are not doing well. Can I not transfer? Okay, what were our tests? Our tests were the engine and the radial decouplers. Well, we are not going to be able to test the radial decouplers. And I was hoping we could test the engine by doing one of those test engine, but I don't think that will work either. Upper atmosphere. Let's keep that data. Okay, we are going to make it up to the height, but I'm not sure if we can run the test. We have made it to space, but barely, and had to throw away the radial decouplers. Alright, we are at the right height, and I don't see a test engine button, which I've seen in the past. So maybe that's something I have to upgrade a building to unlock. We are in space, though, so let us observe the mystery goo. So let's keep that data, and we are on our way back down. So let's just time warp here. And we are just coming down offshore. Let's go back, because we're about to start getting some re-entry effects, I believe. There it goes. Alright. We're about 5,000 up. Let's activate the parachutes and hopefully come down safely in the water. Yeah. Three and a half science. You know, we'll take it. Alright, let's time warp again a little bit. And we have landed. Let's recover the vessel. So we've earned some science. 3 science from the crew report, 7 from the Mr. Goo while flying, 10 from the Goo while in space, 9 from the upper atmosphere. Just a little from recovering the vessel. Got some funds back. Didn't gain any XP. And unfortunately, we didn't complete either of the contracts that we were going for. So let's modify the ship a bit and try to complete some contracts. Reduce it to 2 mystery goos. Add some solid boosters. And we're over mass. How heavy are these guys? How heavy are you? See, this will give us more thrust, but then when these run out, we're just that much more massive, because these will only last for half the length of that. Put you over here for a second. Yeah, that's too massive. That's about as heavy as a ship I can launch. I'm hoping it will do the trick. difficulties in this stage. And hopefully we'll get up to altitude and we'll be able to get rid of them. Beta 6A, because we're still going for the same contracts. Well, since you aren't getting any experience, we'll have Bill in there, although I think that will make our SAS non-operable. Let's throttle up all the way. Okay, no SAS. Alright, we will launch in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. And we'll just need to keep my eye on the ball. And we're approaching 2,000 meters. And yeah, you can see we're a lot heavier and we're beginning to drift a little bit. Approaching 5,000 meters, almost out. Let's flying controls there. Now we should have 3 times the thrust. And we should also have less than 3 times the mass. So we should go higher this time. It's not looking that great right now, but we are beginning to pick up speed, so that's good. Stay on target. Alright, this is looking promising. First thing is the decouplers. Alright, our extra boosters on the side are out, but we are past most of the drag of the atmosphere. In fact, we are way good. Okay, we are going to accomplish these. And let's do them now. And now test. Okay, now it's a matter of where do we want to land. I think that may count as a desert region over there, but... we obviously don't have a pilot here. Don't want to go that high either, so maybe aiming down a little bit. That's north. I want south. Towards 180. We got half our fuel left still. I think if we can put over here a bit more, something like over here. Well, I think we're out of fuel, so wherever we land is where we're gonna land. Hopefully it will be interesting biome while we're up here. You gonna give us anything more? Well, a little bit of science. Let's keep it. And time warp down a little bit. Now we're entering the atmosphere now. Let's do some physical time warp. All right. Re-entry. Well, not exactly where I was hoping to, but not too bad. Let's pop those parachutes. Alrighty, parachutes are open. Let's physical time warp a bit. Don't really see a shadow, but it's going to be pretty long at this point. There it is. And not too bad of a touchdown. Let us run the other mystery goo. Happened to be in grasslands, which probably means the crew report won't be worth anything. Alright. We have over 100,000 funds now. Earn some XP. So let's do some upgrades. Definitely think upgrading the launch pad. Even with the 30-part limit, we are basically hitting the weight limit, and Yeah, that's going to be holding us back, I think. So now it looks like we have a decent launch facility. Don't want to risk upgrading this and leaving us with less than 20,000 funds. And I don't think we want to upgrade anything else. Stability assist. Where's Bob? Bob gives us... Well, I'm assuming it'll boost our science later. Not sure we have to do anything to upgrade them. Hey, Gene. You know, we'll look at this next time. Let's, we got a lot of science here. We can do advanced rocketry, general construction, flight control, or science tech. We can almost do 2 of these, but not quite. I kind of want science tech for increased science, obviously, but I think having struts, better decouplers, and tricoupler, especially with our weight limit gone, will allow us to build ships that will get into orbit, and getting into orbit is going to get us the big returns. So I'm going to research this and call it an episode, I think. And next time we will take some more contracts, hopefully get into orbit, get some nice bonuses, maybe take some of these survey ones once we know we can get into orbit so we can attempt to come down anywhere. And hopefully take some of these more lucrative... Yeah, if we can get into orbit and test this engine while orbiting, that will go a long way to upgrading our buildings. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with some more Kerbal Space Program. See you guys then.